And if you want to turn that glow up a notch, you know, boo-boo, number 2, but it's not. And there we have it. This has a glimmer and a shimmer, and the camera's definitely not doing this justice. Summer is the best time for a glow, and if you want to turn that glow up a notch, might want to consider making your own. Today, I'm going to show you all how to make shimmering body butter lotion. Let me show you what you're going to need to make it. You need petroleum jelly, something that functions as a dry-based body cream. Hey, you can laugh, that's okay. But at the results, we're going to see if you be laughing. This is a dry-based body cream. Just unscented, so it could take on any type of shape, and in this case, pigment. You're going to need something to mix your body butter shimmering lotion with. You're going to need something shimmery, such as a bronzer. I bought this here from Shop Miss A. They are very popular. When I tell you very popular for their $1 affordable cosmetics, there's a lot of quality, so just because it costs $1 does not mean it's not quality. Optional. You can use a perfume oil to fragrance your body butter shimmering lotion. I'm choosing this perfume oil rendition of Rapture from Victoria. Don't tell nobody. Secret. You're going to need a lid to a container in which you mix these items into. To add is that you could also use highlighter. This is also from Shop Miss A in the color Bubbly. So this is Wonder Baked Highlighter. I'm going to opt for just the bronzer only, and then if I feel like I need a bit of highlight, pun intended, I'll include this. After you've set your station up, of course, take your creamy petroleum jelly. Put the amount of whatever you're going to use or would like to have into your mixing bowl. And you also need a container to put it in. But we're not there. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. Alright, that should be enough for us. Mixing utensil. Mine is a plastic knife. This is actually perfect because I'm going to use this brand new plastic knife and scrape that into our body cream here. And just keep adding and keep going until it gets to your desired level of shimmer. Adding a perfume oil. So this is from Sweet Essentials, perfume rendition of Victoria's Secret Rapture. Smells nothing like it to me. It's not really a favorite of mine. I just like the original, but we're gonna make good use of this. And this will also give it a bit of that lotion-esque type of texture, just a bit runnier, and that should loosen it up and give it fragrance. Dual purpose. Now, if you have a separate blender for this, I prefer by hand. I've always done it by hand. Wouldn't mind doing it with a separate blender for that, but I don't have a separate blender. Solid color. Now, you know, it looks like, you know, boo-boo, #2, but it's not. It smells good. Now, some highlight. Now, if you're choosing to go this route where you want the bronzer and the highlight together, be careful with the highlight now, because you can go overboard with that. I'm going to put literally a little bit in here. And what this is going to do is help balance out the slightly darker pigment of the bronzer with that brighter pigment of the highlighter. And what will that do for melanin or any shade or complexion? Snap them photos. You're gonna glow like the sun. Layer, multi-dimensional. That's the word I was looking for. Multi-dimensional shimmer. That's your first close-up. I mean, this is incredible. Since we have our mixture here, let's get into bottling this. Should be easy because it's slipping and sliding in the mixing bowl. All right, so I was only able to find this little container. There was one that is about a 1 ounce bottle, squeeze bottle. That's the one I was thinking of. It would have been perfect, but as you can see, the amount that we made probably will not be enough to just fill up one container. We're going to need more than one. I'm sure I'll find another one. Let's get into how we're going to fill this. And I love how it's just so effortlessly falling into the jar. I mean, with ease. I'm not even trying. And it's barely sticking to the sides of the jar at the top. I mean, the shimmer is unreal. Oh, that's nice. Really. Now I'll try to put just one last little glop at the top. And there we have it. You see with how moving this multi-dimensional shimmer. What I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna put this in the fridge. I have the remaining amount here that I'm gonna do a demonstration with you all. I'll give you all an update on my community tab in a few days on this, on how it stores. Alright, so I have put that little baby jar of our body butter shimmer lotion in the fridge just to thicken up a bit, become a bit more solid. Here in our mixing bowl, this is what this is for, not designated for anything else. And we have, you know, about a quarter-sized amount of this left. I love doing demonstrations. I love them myself. We have here a mixture, a good mixture of bronzer and a little bit of highlighter into our base of creamy petroleum jelly, which is basically, to me, classified as a almost scentless body cream on the drier side. So y'all can see it. So we have our elbow. Now with this stuff, you're making your own, there's a possibility of your hand staining. It's not like some of the shimmer lotions. It'll completely absorb in the skin. It won't stain it. So you got to be prepared to wash your hands like right after. So as you can see, this has a glimmer and a shimmer, and the camera is definitely not doing this justice. There's a multi-dimensional shimmer. This is something you have to experience in person, because sometimes, like, the bronzer has provided one shade of shimmer here, the slightly darker bronze color, pun intended. But then I didn't want it to be just one boring shade to make this with. That's where highlighter comes in. 9 times out of 10, highlighter is going to be, you're more than likely it's going to be a much lighter shade compared to your bronzers, which tend to be a bit darker to bring about that glow. And this together, a darker shimmer and a lighter shimmer, is going to create a multi-dimensional shimmer and bring out the best in your melanin, in your complexion. Now, as much as I'm going to try to do this justice, I mean, this is nice. Now you got to be beware, because look at my hand. Okay, look at these hands. I got to wash them after this. If you want a drier application, completely omit the perfume oil. I just want a reason to, one, scent it and turn it into a body butter type of lotion, and two, the last of it to use it up. It's an empty now. So I want you to see it before it literally looks like foundation. And it still has a bit of a drier application, but it just has that touch of highlighter to it versus this arm. Now you can tell the difference here. It almost looks like my arm is tanned, but it's bronzer, highlighter, in this rich, creamy, perfumed base. Yeah. Also, if you don't want such a heavy shimmer, and you don't want to have to, you don't want Oompa Loompa hands. Y'all see it? It's speaking for itself. Don't go so hard with the bronzer. Don't put as much bronzer in it. And instead, put 2 times the amount of the highlighter in to compensate for what would be more bronzer. But just keep it to the point where it doesn't completely turn the color of the bronzer and the highlighter. This if you want to get away from these Oompa Loompa hands. I'm going to have to wash after the video. And the perfume oil I used is also, it's non-grease. You could tell the difference. It looks like I tanned. This is a nice glow. You could definitely see the difference. I'm going to stay here a little minute so you guys can compare. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is my complete step-by-step on how to make shimmering body butter lotion. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next